Pow Wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. File number 13, and I'm super excited to be with you guys today. As always, we'll dive into love the community. Shout out for the new pictures, by the way. Then talk about what's happening in the markets, and then talk about what is happening on SwissBorg network with token listing, Agora, and many other cool news. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Vizel. I'm the proud founder, CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. Before that, MetaFest is happening next week. We still have some discount codes here for attending it. It will happen on Thursday in Crans-Montana, one of our nicest ski resorts we have here in Switzerland. So if you want to attend there, please make it. There will be really cool, of course, speakers. There will be a lot of new news regarding SwissBorg and other things. Alpha Volts will be reserved for people that will be attending there. So I know there's a lot of Alpha Volts that you guys will probably like to participate in the next future. Well, going there, you'll be able to get eligible for that. There's a lot of other cool stuff. I'll be there, of course, and we'll have a nice party, as I said. And that, if not, the following week I think so it's the Thursday, 9th April or 11th April, we'll have this new great event that will happen. Question of the week, and thanks for asking, what is happening with the UK? So long story short, the UK has, and the FCA has put new amounts of rules to onboard people and to be able to explain risk in a better way and make sure that people have a different version of the app. This is being built and it's going to be shipped very soon. And this is the reason why we haven't been able to really offer a great user service to essentially UK users for now. And apologies for this. But as I said, it'll be resumed within a few weeks. Market update. Bitcoin last week. Obviously, it was a little bit complicated last week. There was some FUD going around, and long story short, we needed to find some consolidation. Well, definitely Sunday, but more importantly Monday, this candle was very well perceived. We're a little bit over 70,000. So things are definitely looking green. You know what I mean? However, Ethereum Bitcoin, I love that. Come on to something. Just loving it. I think since 2017, this one. It's not doing much, Ethereum right now. It's very different from multiple different reasons. Solana's on fire. Base is doing great stuff. And Ethereum is still looking at potentially some issues of delaying the spot ETF and be considered as a security token. I don't believe that's going to happen. I think so. It's FUD. And we're in crypto. We like extreme love and extreme love and extreme FUD. It is what it is. So long story short, the SEC might be investigating them. It's not even clear, even if there's all this speculation around it. Long story short, I don't think so anything's going to happen. It's regarding potentially their ICO back in the days. But that doesn't, make grand for me that it's a security. It's funny how these things is just in Switzerland in 2017, they already figured this out. Market update. The halving is fasting very, 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 very soon, right? We know it's going to be on the 19th of April. So this is 3 weeks from now. Quite crazy when you think about it, that 3 weeks from now, miners will receive half of what they're receiving right now. So that means there'll be at the least 50% less of sell on the market. So that is really good. Though, is it going to be a buy the news and sell, buy the rumor and sell the news? So meaning that, is it going to have a little correction? Most probably is going to have a correction at some time. Like we're seeing. We're going to see a lot of these volatile days. We're going to have some price action plus 3%, -5%, right? And most probably, we'll see where we're there in 2-3 weeks, but then there's going to be probably a dump and then better consolidation, better foundation, better support, and then pop to a new all-time high, I think so again. So that's pretty much, I think so, what's in the books. But hey, who knows? Things could go differently. Last time when we saw essentially the halving happening, things pumped, and there was this massive dump that happened, but that's due to COVID, right? So, as you say, history repeats. It doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Meme tokens are pumping again. Now there's Base that's happening, but not only. I think so. It's overall, and market capitalization of the meme tokens on Base is still small, but there's definitely a lot of traction, right? It boosted yesterday in from 250 million to $1 billion of market capitalization. So there's definitely a new season happening over there. Let's see if that's going to be confirmed though. Weekly token performance, it's the gaming thematics that are now really boosting, like YGG, for example. You see Illivium did a nice round here. There is Gala, then there is Sand. You see a lot of these gaming tokens, GMT, that was suffering a bit for the last month or so, but our US friends, essentially anything that is due to gaming is doing extremely well. And I think so that's really good. LPT, let's put more streaming than anything else. But overall, gaming is doing very, very well. There's as well Ghost that is going well. So I think so. This is always, we have these, bi-monthly or monthly type of themes, and definitely the ones that have been outperformed are probably going to let the space for the others to grow. And definitely we're going to see other ones. RWA is going to be a big one. DeFi is going to be a huge one. It's just that it comes by different weeks or different months and different seasons, right? So a bit like fruits. Imagine like in spring, there's a lot of fruits that comes out, right? We know that strawberries is about to happen, but then you'll have other raspberries, different things. So even if in summer we know that in spring and summer, a lot of different vegetables and fruits just grow substantially. There's different months for that. It's just that, for the other hand, it's more easy to predict them, but we know that all of these narratives are going to boost eventually. Talking about that, YGG, I think so. It's the XBorg, the Asian XBorg, right? Which has one of the biggest it's the biggest gaming guild period in Web3. This has been one of the that has really pushed Axie Infinity. So really Southeast Asia type of community, but as well a little bit everywhere around, let's say Asia. This is definitely something that's really good. They've been pushing a lot of ways to decentralize gaming and bring a lot of huge participation into these games. There's cool things regarding that. YGG has been listed on SwissBorg in the perfect way. I mean, it's done a 3x since it's been listed. No one was talking about it. It's in the gaming thematics as well. So for those who are in the gaming thematics, probably very happy about that. I think so. This is definitely a good one to look at very seriously. It's the one that will grow, and it's one of the strongest narrative regarding gaming. That's a protocol, right? New on SwissBorg as well as Shadow, and probably very few of you guys know what Shadow is. Shadow is a deepening token ecosystem that is focusing on decentralized storage. If you guys remember about a storage or Filecoin, this is a bit like that. It's the decentralized storage. What it really does, it enables decentralized data storage in the best way possible, where people could, participate by securing nodes. So essentially provide space, and other people essentially contribute by getting rewarded, right? So it's two ways that you help to secure the nodes, and you give essentially storage, and then you get rewarded for that thing. I think this is something that's very, very interesting. I mean, if you look at the peers, I just found this earlier. ICP market capitalization is 5 billion. Filecoin, I mean, ICP is not only that though. Filecoin is 4.2 billion. Airwave is 1.9, and you see IOs is still 800 million. Our Ocean Protocol, it's 580. Holo, it's 525. Seacoin. So you have a lot of these things that are already existing, but Shadow is a very small one. I think so. It's really, really nice. Obviously, the trading volume is very small. And the reason of that Shadow is, if you look at all time, it's actually quite a recent token, right? Obviously, I had a massive pump since the beginning of last year, since Breakpoint, like all these Solana tokens. So it had a very nice move already, which is crazy when you think about it. That's on the 25x since Breakpoint, which is crazy. So you could think we're listing this late, but actually not, because we're at 293 million market cap. So it's pretty much like us right now. And the thing is that this narrative is obviously huge. And if you look at the markets, I mean, there's no SEX that has listed, right? So, or nor credible one, at least see this. There's really nothing for now that has essentially listed it. I think so. The SwissBorg is, thanks to the LMAX, is really offering this early stage. And, is it a great company? Yes, it is. Is the decentralized storage really going to grow? Well, I've been waiting for it since 2017. So with storage and many others and Filecoins. So I think so. This is definitely a huge narrative. We know decentralized storage is something very important for multiple different reasons. It's good for security. It's good for the fact that you can get better prices. It computes in a better way. It enables you to participate and have a community participate in it. I think so. This is definitely really good. And of course, decentralization is always something that is very important. So overall, we think that this is a great token. Doesn't mean it's going to do 10x. Of course, it's a very risky one, but it has not been listed on any centralized exchanges for now. So that's something really big that SwissBorg could front run everyone. Now let's talk about Blur. Blur, essentially what it is, it's a gaming platform that helps people, any games, to collect different NFTs, essentially. I think so. This is something that's very interesting. It's really that link between the Web 2 and Web 3, and really has enabled, as you guys know, the Bored Apes to bring Azuka, a lot of different things, NFTs that goes with it. And I think so. This is something that's very interesting. The NFT market has not really regained its strong narrative yet. But is this going to be a big one in this cycle? Probably yes. We're going to see a lot of NFTs that can happen. And this is one of the great platforms where essentially you could buy and sell different NFTs. And thanks to your token, you could have different discounts and be a membership and all of that. So I think that this is nice, though. Please take this with a grain of salt. It's already at almost close to $1 billion. If you look at the original price back then, though, it was much higher. And it's really been in the red for a long time, which is probably listed at a crazy price. It's listed on the big exchanges and has decent volume. So we'll see how this evolves. I'm not particularly so bullish on this one, to be honest. I think so. Yeah, I think so. You need more than that to really make a big thing out of the NFTs. I'm not very excited about NFTs. I think so. There's a lot of different other platforms that are doing other things, and I don't see yet. But for whenever retail is going to kick in, this is going to be a big play. Agora, guys, I'm very excited about one of our partner companies, as you guys know, which is really, really good, which is as well a good partner of Ultra. As you know, Agora is all about gaming and bringing fun into Web3. And here there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that's going to happen on Agoras. It's going to be the chapter 1 that's happening today, actually, with the community. The chapter 2 is going to be with NFT prizes, the alpha, and finally the airdrop. And there's a lot of different things to discover here. You could go with your non-custodial wallet, go on Agora's website, and you'll be able to test a lot of things. So let's check it out. So for those who don't know, the first thing that Agora is going to be offering is a DEX that's going to be cross-chain, that you'll be able to, sell different tokens. And what you have as well as the identity, which is really cool, is again, how do you be able to provide your identity on chain whatsoever. And last but not least, which is really cool, is the Lootbox system. This is probably the one that's the most captivating, and it really is their own thing. How it works is it's that you're able to buy loots, and then you could discover different treasures. And these treasures, what they're behind, it could be tokens, NFTs, really great ones, by the way, too. And there's always like golden tickets and whatsoever that you could get each time. So it's really, really nice. The next one, the next one is happening actually in 2 months. So that's actually really far away from now. But I'm sure there's going to be more things going forward, as we just explained, and looking closely at what's the big next thing. Alpha, the chart of the week. Alpha opportunity last week was again sold out. Congratulations for those who participated. There was 5 votes in total, 1.2 million amounts that was sold out. And there was a guaranteed allocation for top burgers. I think so. This was really cool. The top burger won the 100 one, which I am in. I think this was really awesome. So like you take as much as, not as much as time. We could really take some time, which was great. New record, almost 4,000 people, 4,000 subscriptions happened with 3,000 people, essentially. And that's a new record as well. 260 canceled transaction in the Borg Vault. Sorry for that. But those ones get very famous, as you guys know. If you look at more of what's happened in the past, we have had, the biggest vault was the one 2 weeks ago with Ether. And that happened with the 2.7 billion. There was over 3,000 people that have participated, which is really, really nice. And new subscription was the highest one too. But Victoria VR was the second biggest. And then it was Favor and the older ones, let's put it that way. And if you look at the new Alpha subscribers, there's still a very strong amount of people that have subscribed for the first time only in the last 2 deals. So that brings new people to get into this, which is really, really great. And of course, a lot of people get to onboard to SwissBorg thanks to this. A lot of criticism as well. I understand that it's not perfect yet. Things take time. There's a lot of people say, like, what about the lottery whatsoever? Right now, we're really focusing on the top burgers. So the top burgers that are on the top 100 or top 1,000 are the ones who have most probably the biggest chance. I mean, not most probably, will have the biggest chance to essentially get into these vaults. And we'll be doing other things going forward. The sustainability score, which calculates the last 3 months, is not a very high score yet. It's only at 4.6. This is a good thing to look for the rewards that will happen for the DAO and for the SwissBorg Association. This enables you to see what is the budget that'll be given for the next Protect and Choose, or to the Guardians. Weekly with Borg data, things are going very well. We finally get to 50,000 Preum Holders. This is a big news for SwissBorg. We've been talking about it for a long time. Last week, we were just shy from a few of them. So we did quite celebrated it. If not, the rest is pretty much okay. 500 people from premiums, upgrades, and new people, which is great. It brings us very close to 155,000 people in the app. So next week, we'll get to there. Now, what's happening with in our app? Well, definitely a little bit less volume from last week, a little bit less transactions as well. Maybe due to the fact that the UK users are not able to transact in the best way possible. We couldn't onboard new UK users either. So these are maybe the reasons why this week has been a little bit slower than last week. And then market volatility on the downside is never a great one for transactions, which I don't get because it should be the opposite. But hey, it is what it is. Brings us to community. And yes, gas score last week was a very high one. What will be this week? And it's still extremely high one, 8.5, which is very high. Invitations and volume and socials were a little bit down, but overall, all the rest is very green. Beautiful burgers. Again, another fantastic week. And I'm really, really excited about what's happening currently with SwissBorg. I hope you guys are as well. I hope you guys are able to recommend the app to your dearest friends and lovers. And please wake up people. There's still so many people that have exchanged it with SwissBorg that are still not waking up. I mean, what do they need more than this massive wake up of this big bull run that has already started that's going to bring us to all-time high and build wealth? Next week, again, I'll see many of you guys in Caprice. Hope that's going to be not in Caprice, but in MetaFest and then after in Caprice. I'm looking forward to see you as well in 2 weeks in Paris. As always, be wealthy, be healthy, love our Borg and equity. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you for watching our weekly Pow Wow episode. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to leave a like. And if you didn't, tune in next week anyway, so that you can figure out if it's better then. Bye.